Welcome everybody, coming to you with some Canton news, Canton update, just bringing some information to you on Canton Network. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. We see that Canton Network's pulling back, but we're getting a bounce here. We up 1.86% on the day, sitting at a price at 0.114. 0.114 on the day. What I wanted to bring to you really, let's look at the 4-hour time frame. We've tried to get over this 7-day VWAP, and we getting a rejection, come down and could be headed down to the 30-day at 10.7 cents. Pulling back a little bit. You can see volumes decreasing. That's the momentum decreasing more on the selling side with Canton Network. But the other thing I wanted to bring to you was Canton Strategic Holdings. And what Canton Strategic is investing in a blockchain. They invest solely in Canton Network. They invested in a blockchain securing $9 trillion in real-world transactions each month. That's $9 trillion is what they got here each month in real-world transactions. Canton Strategic Holdings support the infrastructure, powering the next era of regulated finance, bridging the gap between traditional finance and the blockchain technology through support of the Canton Network, the first privacy-enabled public blockchain. And it used to be Theramune. It says Canton Strategic Holdings strengthens the Canton Network. We believe that Canton Network's blockchain technology is transforming the future of global finance, connecting some of the world's most trusted infrastructure institutions on a single, secure, and interoperability blockchain with trillions in assets on the chain and the support of leading institutions. The Canton Network delivers real-world performance, privacy, and atomic settlements. So we can see on the price that Canton is pulling back. But the other part I wanted to bring to you was here on Canton Network. Let me see if I can pull up CNTN. No, let's see, go to stocks right here. This is what I want to bring to your attention. Canton Strategic Holdings. Now, Canton Strategic holds, let's get back. It's at a price of $2.35. It's up today 12 cents. Currently up 5.38% on the day. And I have started last week investing in Canton CNTN. This is a stock. It's not a crypto. It's a stock company that's invested strictly in Canton Network. But what I want to get to you right now, we can see that Canton Network is very undervalued. CNTN is very undervalued. And let's see where I can get over here. And Canton Network, CNTN, owns about 3.7 billion CC tokens. And right now, with 80 million shares, each share is backed roughly by 46 to 47 CC. So right now, we got 80 million shares, and it's backed by 46 to 47 CC tokens. So we're sitting at a price right now at $2.35. CC is about 11.5 cents below that. So you figure up 46, 47 times 11. It's around about $4.75 to $5. And we can see that we undervalued on CNTN right now with the price of Canton Network being at 11.4 cents. But there's risk in, we're investing in CNTN, and I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I want to bring something else out on to you also. With what they got is they get investors, they did what you call, let's see, they done pre-funded near zero cost warrants. I think it's about 100 right here, 180 million warrants. That is, they created a bunch of shares, around, let's see, roughly 250 shares, basically. Total would be 250 to 260 million with the pre-funded warrants. And what you call them warrants are shares that was generated. They created these shares, CNTN did, to get investors to come in and invest in basically Canton Network and CNTN, the stock. The Canton Network Strategic Holdings is basically what it is. So right now, we're looking at basically about 80 million shares without the pre-funded, the near zero cost warrants. These other shares, without them being added, we're looking at about 80 million shares. Okay. Now, these investors come in, invested in CNTN, and they bought a bunch of shares last year, roughly around, I think it was around $2.97. I'm gonna say $3. So they invested, and I'll show you who these investors are that have come in and invested in this company, basically saying that Canton's going to do really good in the future. Really good. So they come in and bought all these shares. I think I forgot how many investors they were, but it added up. They bought some pre-funded warrants. That is basically shares that were generated and sold to them for at the current price around $3 back last year. So right here it said 30. Let's see why. But it's limited. They limited on how many they can sell at each time. They can't go there and dump all their shares on the market at one time. They can only, it's got to be below, typically from right here, 4.99% of their holdings to up no more than 9.99%. They can't be 10% or more. Limited how quickly any single holder can exercise, lowering the pace of the dilution. So it says right here, some pre-funded warrants have already, talking about shares that they bought, invested, have already been exercised. Cashless exercises noted in Q1 2026, which is why basic shares rose from 37 million at year end 2025 to 79.7 million by August of this month. So they've done already diluted some. So, and what they're doing, I don't know what price they sold, but the companies that have come in and done this are listed right here. The main known holders from the SEC filings is the DRW Canton Investments, DRW Holdings is the large position lead of the deal, major trading firm, lead investor right here, DRW. Under that, you got Liberty City Ventures, up to 9.99%, includes many warrants, co-lead investor. Then you got Broadridge. Same thing on all of them. It's going to be a possible position. They can't dilute no more. They can't sell no more in the given period. It's got to be under 10%. SBI Group, SBI Middlefield, Legacy Worldwide Investments, Digital Asset Corp, Ark Invest, which is Kathy Wood, and others. And this is Polychain, Kraken, Clear Street, Copper, etc. But these warrants have 9.99 blockers, so no single holder can exercise them all at once and take over the company. So exact current numbers change when people exercise the warrants or sell them. In short, the cheap warrants are mostly held by the big institutional investors who participated in the November 2025 funding led by DWR and Liberty City Ventures, plus some other crypto finance firms. But you got all these major companies that come in, Broadridge, Liberty City Ventures, and you see it right here, Digital Asset Corporation. You got Ark Invest with Kathy Wood. All these companies know something that we don't yet. Well, some of us do, that we hold Canton Network. For them to say, you got all these companies, they generate all these shares and all these people come in and make their investment. Canton Network's going to go up, y'all. Canton Network is going to go up. And that's what I wanted to come and bring to you. So they invested, say, in these pre-funded warrants, these generated shares, and last year they paid around it's $2.35 now. They in the red. Right now they in the red because they paid like $3, I think it was, for them last year. So they in the red right now. They know that we're in the bear market, and too many people ain't selling too many of them right now. But they come here and made all this investment. These people ain't making these investments. These big corporations ain't making these investments unless they know something behind the scenes that we don't. And we know Canton's going to do really good. You got some people that say, I think I made a video against Dana Love. I wasn't against him, but he said that it was created to be flat. Well, I'm bringing you the other side of this story that he's not bringing out. You got all these large investors buying these shares from the Canton Strategic Holdings, investing in Canton Network. Basically, hands down, they invested in Canton Network. They predicting that Canton Network's going to be the real deal in the future, and it is. It really is. And if you don't see that by now, I don't know why. But you got people out there with big YouTube channels. They come in, and this is just paid content in the background just to get you not to invest in Canton Network, because they don't want to see it go up. They don't want to see Canton Network succeed, but Canton Network's going to do exactly what it's going to do, and it's going to do more. But anyway, it's almost a 2x. It's a 2x underappreciated right now. I mean, undervalued right now on CNTN. And this is one of the reasons you always, with anything crypto stocks, you got risk to reward, but right here, they paid $3.07 to $3.07.5 up front. When they bought the pre-funded warrants, the shares, November 2025, they paid almost the full price of a normal share. See, listen, and just say, for instance, right now, if Canton goes down, keeps going down, well, as they decide to, when they got a lot of time to sell under 10% of what they got or they invested in, you think they're going to pay $3.07 for it and end up selling it for $1, a share that's valued at $1? because Canton goes down, you think they think Canton's going to go down? No. They know Canton ain't going to go down. It just launched and they got high conviction on this token. So whatever, when they get ready to decide to sell these pre-funded warrants, they're going to turn around. They're going to want to sell at a profit, whether it's $5, $6, $7, $8, you know. But I want to bring this to you. And I had them do a rough estimate if Canton if Canton goes to $3, y'all, Canton token, it reaches $3. I'm just giving a rough estimate. Can Canton go to $3? Yes, it can. But the current situation I want to bring you to with what each share is valued at with all these pre-funded warrants and these other shares that ain't being currently added into because they ain't sold, they just held. They're pre-funded warrants. Once they execute them, it don't cost near nothing to sell them, sell them for the value they currently are and recoup some of the money that they invested in. So the current situation, CNT holds 3.714 billion CC. And they sold this, they done this to buy this Canton tokens. So the current CC price is around 11-12 cents. Current CNTN share price is around $2.20 to $2.35. And we're looking at if CC reaches $3. The new value of CNTN CC Treasury, you got 3.71 billion times $3 would equal 11.14 billion. At the current basic shares right now at 80 million, we ain't including the pre-funded shares, the warrant shares that all these investors have bought. With that, if Canton reaches $3, you're looking at an estimated share price of $135 to $145 per current basic share, with nothing been sold from the investors. So think about it. They bought for $3. And then they turn around and the Canton Network, say it happens, goes to $3. Now, am I saying it's going to go there? I don't know. We're going into the first bull run for Canton Network. And usually the first bull run is the best. So, current basic shares 80 million, you're looking at, that's almost a 60x or 50 to 60x right now. And just say, if all of them, the pre-funded warrants has been sold, they out on the market at a price of $3 on CC, if you had all 260 million shares, you're looking at a price from $42 to $45. Even if it was to get to $3 Canton Network, with everything diluted on the market, on the stock market, with all 260 million shares of CNTN, you're still looking at a valuation estimated share price of $42 to $45. And this is a very simplified calculation. It only looks at the CC Treasury. And it ignores, it ain't looking at other things like cash, other assets, liabilities, operating business value, and market settlement. Stocks rarely trade at 100% of the crypto holdings. We all know that. And they probably trade at some discount or premium to the per treasury value. The more warrants that get converted, the lower the price per share can go. If CC goes to $3, CNTN could theoretically be worth $40 right here on the bottom side, fully diluted, to $140. And I'm bringing you this because it sits at $2.35 today. Now, for somebody to say that a token is designed to stay flat, well, to me right now, he's only a crypto YouTuber, but you got people out there with way more money. Let me get back up here. Way more money than Dana White. Dana Love. I think this is his name, Dana Love. Or anybody else out there saying the Canton Network ain't gonna move. You got these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and more, 7 or more large investors that says we betting that Canton's gonna go higher. We betting that CNTN is gonna go higher because Canton Network's gonna go higher. And that's what I wanted to bring to you today. I brought an earlier video out on CNTN, and I didn't cover the shares and the pre-funded warrants, the shares that's been generated, but they ain't on the market yet. They can execute them for like nothing, like 0.00001 cent per share to be executed and sold, be put into the market, sold, and they get some of their money back each time they decide to sell. So I just want to bring this to you to let you know that these seven investors, big investors, are invested in Canton Network, and are betting. This is Canton Strategic Holdings. This is a super violator on the Canton Network. So it's basically a large holder of Canton Network. So think about it. You ain't wanting to get complete exposure into the tokens, or don't want to hold the tokens, because you might be scared if you hold a cold wallet, or you believe all this other hype on YouTube that you can get hacked. You can get hacked. Your CC can get hacked, especially if they're gonna be wanting it if it goes to $3. These hackers are gonna want that Canton Network just like they wanted the XRP when it did what it did. So I'm just here to tell you, to give you some good information. If you don't want to directly hold the Canton Network, the token, and you don't trust these wallets, well, there's another way that you can invest in Canton Network indirectly, but you can hold it as a share. And same risk, same reward. I'm just bringing it to you in simple terms. Canton Network gets to $3, we could be looking at from 40 to 140. I think it was 145 on the price per share for CNTN, and that's Canton Strategic Holdings. You can buy this on Robinhood. CNTN is listed under the stock market on Robinhood. I believe you can get it on E-Trade. You got some other exchanges. I hold some on E-Trade. I hold some on Robinhood. I buy some of these shares on Robinhood, and probably the easiest, simplest way to get it is through Robinhood account. Just go on there and buy it, and you got it. You ain't got to hold a token or nothing like that. And just think, and let's start rooting for CC to get to $3, because hey, I'll make some money. If you buy CNTN, you're gonna make a lot of money too, because every $2 you spend could be somewhere around 100. That's a 50x. Just think about that. You spend $1,000 on CNTN, you could be looking at $50,000. Yeah. I think that's a good return, because and this happens on different various cryptos. It's not only Canton Network, but these are some major names right here: Ark Investment, Cathy Wood, DRW, Liberty City Ventures, LCV, Broadridge, SBI. This is major, y'all. This is major. And don't go by what one guy on a YouTube channel tells you. People can get on there and tell you all this and that and other, just to get you to sell your Canton Network because they don't want to see Canton Network succeed. Maybe they got another favorite crypto, and the way he talks, it ain't XRP. So I don't know which one it is, but think about it. I hope y'all enjoyed this content because I keep bringing it to you real and live, y'all. Think about it. I'm sorry for the videos I put out yesterday. I deleted them because I had a noise in the background. And I said, oh man, I got two screens going right here. And I had something over here and I couldn't hear it. But it was playing, I guess, an old video or something. So till the next one, God bless you.